I do think that it is manly in the way that, like, my dad would try to fix the sink, and he's not a plumber.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, like, we own the tools, because you can buy tools.
Yes.
They'll just let anybody have the tools. They don't ask you if you're going to tear up your house at all. They'll let you buy the hammer, the screwdriver. They'll let you buy, like, the
hatchet.
And so then you bring it home, and in your head as a man, you're like, I have the tools. So if anything happens, I'm at least halfway there. Never mind, the other half is like knowledge. And so then there's like a leaky faucet, and so you get under the sink, you move all the Lysol, all the stuff out of the way, and then you're under there, and it's very uncomfortable. You're like, wow, I can't believe that there are people that do this without complaining. And then the way that thought process goes of, like, I'm a man is supposed to fix these things. I have the tools are right here.
Right.
You know, a tariff is a tool. It's not as if tariffs were invented this past week or anything.
No.
And obviously, when Trump was running, he was running on strength. You saw dudes that were voting for Trump talk about how we need strength right now and everything. He's a man. He has a tool. Let's just fix the thing. And the only thing he's missing is knowledge on how the thing works.
Right.
And that does mean that the house we're in is going to leak very badly for a long time.
It's a fair comparison, no doubt about it. But what gets me is how so many people still think that this dude has some master plan, the president this is, and how the United States will come out on top.
We may have short-term a little pain, and people understand that. But long-term, the United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world. We have deficits with almost every country. Not every country, but almost. And we're going to change it. It's been unfair. That's why we owe $36 trillion. We have deficits with everybody. We help everybody. We've been helping everybody for years. And to be honest, I don't think they appreciate it. So we're going to change that.
This is a line that we constantly hear, right? Well, we need short-term pain for long-term gain. This is not a gym that we are going to. You are playing with our lives. And here's the thing. Gym analogy aside, is it true? Many economists, including Nobel laureates, rebuked the president in an open letter, calling them a self-inflicted recession and also labeling them misguided. Some of those top economists, James Heckman and Vernon Smith, along with Phil Gramm, to name a few. To be clear, they do not align with what the president is putting out there. Furthermore, according to the Penn Wharton business model, they project Trump's tariffs will reduce long-run GDP by about 6% and wages by 5%. A middle-income household faces a $22,000 lifetime loss. Not small. These losses are twice as large as a revenue equivalent corporate tax increase from 21% to 36%, an otherwise highly distorting tax. Maybe the most frustrating part for me personally is how I understand world stage education ranking for the United States not as high as it should be. But is it by design that Republicans want to keep the electorate dumbed down? Personally, I say yes, because I'm going to give you a great example on why this is beneficial to them.
Who pays the tariffs?
The Chinese government pays the tariff.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. The government that is manufacturing that product, I just want it to be even. Instead of us paying 400% of tariffs.
How you doing?
Hey, good. I want to.
I'm an importer and an exporter.
Yeah.
For 20 years.
Okay.
When a product comes into the U.S., there's something called a tariff sheet.
Okay.
As the buyer of that product, follow U.S. law and pay the tariff. Some goods are tariff-free. But when I pay that tariff, I'm an American citizen, an American taxpayer, right? That tariff might be 1%, it might be 7%,
okay.
It might be 14%. That means I'm a U.S. company, I pay that tariff to the U.S. government, and that increase in the cost of the product, I then sell to you for a higher price because I've got to cover that tariff.
Because they were told a lie by a con man, took his word for it, and are now getting screwed in the process. Because they didn't read about it, they remained in their own echo chamber, and seeing the wheels go in motion here in the end is going to be quite breathtaking. Take a look.
What's one of your biggest issues?
My biggest issue is probably going to be inflation, because I'm a business owner and it hit me hard because I sell T-shirts and all that stuff.
Your T-shirts are made in the USA?
No, my blanks, no. See, that's the problem. They're not, because a blank in USA cost me $20. I can't afford that. But see, that's the thing Trump's talking about. Manufacturing. All these companies have sold out over to the sweatshops. If we tax them, hit tariffs, the same item they're making over there will cost the same to make over here.
We pay the tariffs.
The companies pay the tariffs, not us. Anything.
China doesn't pay the tariffs. We do when they come in.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, whoever's importing is paying the taxes, man. That's the point of it.
No. So when
the importer.
Because you're.
Maybe they pass it on to the consumer, but
No. They pass it on to the consumer. Jolly, tariffs.
I'm familiar with it, man. I import a lot in.
So I'm trying to explain.
Who pays the tariff?
They're paying the tariff.
Do you think that? Do you believe that?
No, because I was trying to say, because I sell merch as well.
Yeah. So if I sell you something for $10, right? And then you're going to sell it to him for $20.
Exactly.
But then I make you pay me $15 for it. Are you still going to sell it to him for $20?
Am I going to sell it to him for $20?
If I raise the price $5.
Oh, it's going to have to go up.
Right. So
the consumer foots the bill.
As I was putting this together, there was one more half piece of good news to share, I suppose, and here that is. Via Time magazine, the United States and China, the two largest economies in the world that are in the middle of a trade war, agreed to put a 90-day pause on each other. This will reduce tariffs by 115% on the other. The outlet would print. That effectively means that U.S. tariffs on Chinese exports will come down to 30%, while Chinese tariffs on American goods will climb down to 10%. But the problem, as I have come to understand, is that yes, there's going to be this pause, which seems like it's fantastic, right? But how this administration works is they will have one thing that appears to be good, and they will run with it. And they are going to be in communication with other right-wing outlets to say, put this out. Make us look good. Clean it up a little around the edges, but blast it out to everybody. The issue at hand is that, number one, they know that this is a losing strategy. But now they put out this good piece of news. In the fine print, it's going to come with cuts to Medicare and Medicaid. So, yeah, this is a semi-good thing, although it was a self-inflicted wound. But now they're coming after healthcare, which is something that the Rick Scotts of the world and many others know a lot about. So, enjoy this smidge of a piece of good news, but also understand that your neighbor is probably not going to have health care anymore.